Okay, testing, testing. Yep, that looks like it's on. Hi, Professor. Welcome to my application demonstration. I'll go ahead and get rid of that for a minute, actually. I won't need it. So I've got the API running already. I'm going to go ahead and run the UI. Here we've got our login page. I'm going to go ahead and register. Okay, registration successful. Awesome. So it takes us to this ugly looking dashboard page. I haven't really been focusing on making anything look super great. Um, kind of just getting it to work right now. I'll have it look pretty later. But these are layout. Well, this is a layout page or layout list right here. And then this is actually an universal order list right here. And they're both empty because nothing is going on. So I can go ahead and fix that. If I go to edit layout, which is also ugly, we'll add a station. Gets in the way. Station name. So we'll say that it's a pizzeria that's using this KDS. So first would be stretch, and then we'll say that's oven and expo. We'll say that we only have those three stations. And I did add them out of order, which is no problem because I can just drag and drop them. Um, and then of course you can delete stations. So that'll save over here. And what we can do is we can actually go ahead and open them up in their separate windows. I only have one monitor at home right now, so I'm just going to lay these out on my monitor. But hypothetically, these would be full screen windows that are set up on different monitors throughout your kitchen so that people at their stations can see what orders they have. And then finally, we're going to go over here to this POS simulator, which you can see right here. What it does is it's just a WebSocket server that's going to send out a bunch of randomly generated orders um, in intervals of a couple seconds. So we can set that up. And right away, we've got orders spilling into the first station. Can also open up the database and go to orders. And they are also going to the database, but because it's a WebSocket, I'm not pulling the database for these orders. They are updating the UI directly and then going to the database separately. So let's say I finish stretching this, I can go ahead and click it over to oven. So let's say I'm incredibly fast and I finish all of these. Wow, that's crazy. These are all in the oven. I can send them over to Expo, and then I'm supposed to click them and they delete, but that's not working at this exact moment. But that is as far as I've gotten. So I'm actually going to stop running the POS simulator before I get overrun with orders. But yes, all of these orders are in the Expo station now, just ready to go out to customers. So that is what I have so far. Oh, and then I can pull up actually this, and you can see this universal order little window, which is supposed to be a lot bigger, and this is kind of just where I have it right now. Um, and it tells you where everything is. Yeah, so that's really the extent of, here we go. It's also, this page is also not responsive yet. Um, but yeah, there's all of our orders right here. Yeah, so I can go ahead and close it. We can run through the code really quickly. I won't go super in depth on anything because that would take forever. And I'm supposed to be under like 5 minutes, right? How far are we? It doesn't say. That's cool. But here in the UI, we've got our main window and then station window. Um, so those are really the only two windows that we have. Station window is just going to programmatically create a bunch of order cards, which don't show any items yet, but they do show order information, like, who ordered them and stuff. Got an order model. Let's see. We've got our dashboard, edit layout. Edit layout is really the interesting one right now. So let's see, we're in the UI. So we've got all of our button handlers, and then we've got our drag and drop functionality. So this one is just going to set a start point for when you click your left mouse button down. This is going to determine whether you've actually moved far enough to initiate a drag, and if you have initiated a drag, it'll select the item that you're dragging, and then this will drop it whenever you drop it, where it'll actually put it into its place in the array and update the UI. And then this is used to actually get the station, what would you call it? Actually get the station object from the list box item. Um, but yeah, all that's necessary to make the drag and drop work, which I didn't know was going to be such a pain in the butt when I decided that it was going to be a feature, but it's neat. We've got our login and register. It's login and register, right? It's pretty it's pretty whatever. I'm actually going to go into the API. There's a lot more to see here. We can go ahead and stop running you. Right now, we have a layout and a user controller. So just to retrieve layouts and users. And then we've actually got order DAO as well, but I think we're just doing that layout right now. Why am I doing this? Oh, wait, no. That's obviously, I'm an idiot. Duh, that's done with the WebSocket. We don't need a controller for that. So DAOs, we've got methods to, your classic get, create, read, update, delete stuff in the DAOs. Here we've actually only got save order because that's all we really need right now. We don't really need delete order. We're not going to be deleting any of these orders because, or at least not for right now. We will delete them after a certain period of time, but we do keep them for the sake of analytics, which is going to be one of the next things that I'm implementing. And then user DAO for login. So we have a security, speaking of login, we have a security service here that's just going to handle hashing. So you've got hash and validate to like compare a password against its hash value. I can actually come into here and show you the users. Those passwords are all hashed except for this one, which I created before I implemented hashing. But these passwords are hashed, which is neat. This is the WebSocket order service. So what it's going to do is it's going to, well, first it's going to set up a connection with the UIs. So hypothetically, this could serve multiple UIs. I'm just serving one right now, obviously, but hypothetically, it could set up connections with multiple UI clients. And then this is going to receive orders from the POS system. We broadcast them to the UIs, and then we save them to the database. So the orders actually go straight to the UI, and then get saved to the database as a separate operation, which allows them to update instantaneously and makes it so that each UI doesn't have to pull the database. One, because that would be slow for a lot of, that would be slow for one UI, right? But if you have a lot of UI clients that are all trying to use the same database, um, hypothetically, that would that would suck. That would get, I think that would get pretty chaotic pretty quickly. So this just seemed like a more elegant solution. And then this actually broadcasts to the UI. Um, so that's probably the most interesting thing in here. Yeah, that's about it. And then I already showed you the POS simulator briefly. So where did I put? There's my OBS. Yes, that was my application demonstration. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in class.